On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, what happens when you make your own Thrash with Mountain Dew? We've got heroes of Goo Jit Zu, hero creators with Thrash and Blazagon today, each with their own 3 unique goo fillings to create and/or your own. This could be the most messiest Goo Jit Zu review yet, or maybe the most cleanest. We'll find out how well this lab works. So join on in as we explore some very interesting goo fillings for Thrash and Blazagon with the hero creator packs.
Squirrel Stampede,
Please like,
share, and Squirrel Lab.
So I think we can start with make your own Thrash because Thrash's light blue color might be the best to look and see through. We actually want to be able to see what the goo filling we're creating inside looks like, right? Back of pack, what a contraption. You got your Goo Jit Zu figure, you got your pump, and 3 different fillings. And I think in this situation, we're just gonna pummel this box. Wow, it's Holoverse Thrash. I've never been one to cut open my Goo Jit Zu. I feel like that would just be like the worst thing you could possibly do to these guys. But this is really fun. It's like he's actually got the air compound going in him right now. And honestly, looks kind of cool. It's like he's a little more glossy. Like the light shines off his muscles. The air inside. Man, you could almost make an air-filled, goo-filled guy.
What?
Hello, Pump. What you doing? The green pump with Thrash. Oh. Well, it's obviously blowing a lot of air out of this tube, so it's got good pressure. Very clever. We'll figure more about it in just a second. 3 different goo filling possibilities with Thrash. This must be that really cool metallic-y blue one that swirls around inside. What a classic. I think these are shark teeth. Those look like little shark teeth, and these are little sea creatures. This one might be the one I would like to go with because of the fact that you'll see all the sea creatures. Oh boy. Yeah. Instructions. Oh boy, why do I feel like Bullwinkle here? Look at this list of stages. And it continues down the backside. Level 1, unscrew Thrash's head. Somehow. Oh, these heads aren't really a twist off, they're actually just a cap, and they just fit solidly over the top. Now I'll unscrew this part. And this must be a stopper, so we'll take this out too. Do not lose your stopper. That's probably going to seal your goo in there. Level 2, we're going to attach him to the tower. We'll bring out our tower here, our pump station, and clip him on in. What did you do, Thrash? How many horses did you steal? And well, then we remove this post over here. And we'll just have it the ready, I guess. Level 3, installing your goo filling. And, well, according to the instructions, you are supposed to place all goo fillings inside. Earlier, I was in the understanding that we would have 3 different options of filling, but I suppose you can mix these up, mix and match. I guess you do what you need to do. It's kind of like make your own pizza, right? Well, I'll follow the instructions down the line. So level 3 says bag 1. Maybe this won't be as messy as I thought. I do want to see what we have in here. What do we got? Oh. So at Thrash here we've got parts of an octopus, a starfish that keeps rolling around, a little crab, eel maybe, some coral. I'm pretty sure we've seen a character with coral inside before, and a yellow fish. And they're all kind of this squishy material. So we put those guys in, yellow fish, and maybe a starfish. And how about an octopus? Get in there, get in there. And then maybe the green crab, the green eel, and finally the coral. Well, I just loaded him up like a buffet. Level 4, let's try the second bag. I think that was the bag of teeth. Yeah, you gotta have teeth in your shark, right? Oh, they're much harder. And they look like actual teeth. They look like baby teeth or something. Moose, what sort of devious plan have you got yourself into this time? Now these pieces are crunchy. They're going to make a nice crunchy sound, so you're going to want as many of these as you can inside Thrash, I think. Feels odd placing teeth into the body and not the mouth, right? Level 5, we're going to tie back down this stopper, this secondary intermediate stopper filler, possibly, or to keep everything from flying out. And now you've got an even more interesting goo filling. We've got the air and items inside just all stuck together. The squishy items are like sticking to the skin, and the teeth are just all down in a leg or something. I can't even find them now. Where did they like disappear? What is going on in there? Thrash, that is weird stuff. Oop, I gotta get him back on his pump station. That's pretty solid, I like that. Level 6, we're gonna pull the pump plunger. I was expecting more of a pop. And we'll give our bag 3 a little bit of a shake. This is that metallic-y swirl stuff. It's gonna mix up no matter when you place in. Level 7, this is the part you do over the fine tapestry, and make sure you open from the top and not from the bottom, as it's going to leak out very fast. So we'll go right, oh, there's even a pull strip there. I'm just gonna use the scissors. And we'll pour into our chamber. So far, table disaster averted. Level 8, we're going to fill. Bring out the aquatic center. Hey there, Secret Mustard. There is a line. Where is the line? Somewhere, okay, here we go. I never really got the idea of where the line was to fill, but right here there's an arrow. There's a clear arrow saying this line right above this green rim. This line right here, about 1/8 of an inch below the green rim, is where you're going to fill your water. So let's give that a shot here. This could be the most dangerous part. Ah, perfect. Perfect. I am a chemist today. Level 9, this could be the most graphic part. Poor Thrash. We're going to take this needle and insert it into his neck hole. You want to be very careful with this, making sure not to break the needle. And, well, do we do this the easy way, or do we do this the most graphic, painful way? The most graphic, painful way. And we're installed. Now that wasn't painful at all, actually. You just want a nice, tight fit. You want to keep looking everywhere. As you're doing this over the most finest linens, of course, take the most finest linens of the house. The best tablecloths, things like that. I cannot stress that enough. You want them to soak up any accident. So just make sure the seals are nice and tight. That's probably important. Level 10, we are going to pump in the goo. Take your plunger and simply begin to plunge the goo into your character. Can you see it? Already filling our guy. That's the halfway point right there. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty blue. Pretty blue with Thrash, of course. And you're supposed to keep an eye on the line. I've got him full up to his chest rim. I think you need to go just a little bit taller. We'll just cap it off there to be safe. Level 11, with the plunger still down, we'll remove the needle. No liquid waste. Impressive. Reattach onto the back. And then level 12, recap the main seal up on top. You don't get cleaner than that. Level 13, we have him ready to go. Let's place on his Thrash head over the cap body. I've yet to find an easier way to do this. There we go. And we are all finished. We can marvel at the hero creator, or create your own Goo Jit Zu. No way, that was pretty flawless. We have filled him up with all sorts of goo filling, and I don't think I spilled a drop. I thought there would be drops everywhere. Maybe that's in stage backwards. And now we can look at all the different pieces. I kind of probably overloaded him up. There's just too much stuff in here. Look at all that stuff. But wow, what an experience. And of course they go to 3 times their size. Thank you, Thrash, for a great demonstration. Of course, now we're going to go into the negative levels. We're gonna pour him out. Negative level 1, remove the head of Thrash. And the safety cap. Oh, I'm getting a little spillage finally. And the super safety cap. Oh, don't squeeze Thrash while doing this. That'll help. I've had my first drip on the tapestries. And level -2, pour into a container that you pretty well are sure that it will fill without overfilling. It might take some time to squeeze out all the extra little characters inside. I see a crab that just doesn't want to come out. Luckily, I still have my helpful X tool. But I think I'm just going to leave the rest in for the next experiment. Now it's best to take some cool water at the sink, fill this hole up, and just kind of do a rinse so that all the whatever you've got inside, say the extra metallic, is rinsed out in case you want to do something with water or something else. So level 3, clean out your Thrash body so we can do it all again. Okay, so mostly cleaned out. I think a little bit of extra water is in there, but that is okay. And don't forget to kind of clean out this device too. I had still a little bit of blue silver water in there for our next experiment. So we're gonna go again with one of my most tasty beverages, the Mountain Dew. We are going to fill Thrash up with Mountain Dew.
What?
I suppose you could reuse this goo again. You're gonna want to like fill it into maybe a jar that you can seal off, and then you could just re-pour back in and use again. So that's kind of cool. You're not gonna waste your specialty filling. But now we're going to go with our own filling. I'll leave some of the teeth inside, some of the toys inside, so we'll replace our safety valve there, our filling valve. Nice and tight there. Back onto the pump station. This almost pains me to do this because I'll be using one of my beloved Mountain Dew morning drinks into Thrash. But perhaps if I keep Thrash full of this Mountain Dew, I'll have an emergency Mountain Dew. I could drink it out of Thrash's body at any point. I'm gonna cheat this time and just do a little more because last time I felt like I was not getting him all the way up to the neck hole. I want to do just a little more there. Okay, so what do we do here? I'm already like not reading the levels. Oh no! Oh, our first mess. Our first mess all over the screen. That's not good. I knew we were gonna get a new screen here at some point. Make sure never to do the plunger first. Always do the plunger second. And it could have just been the extra pressure because of the bubbles, right? Okay, so we are good to go. Good to go with the filling stage, which is level 10. All right, filling up. Getting a little bit of carbon dioxide punch going, but I think we're good. I think we're good. And I don't want to go too much farther. Look at that. I'm still at the neck hole. So we'll pull the pin out and we'll tighten the cap up. Oh, once again, I've squeezed and I've got a little bit of a mess dribblage going. Nothing better than a sugary mess of Mountain Dew here. But we should be good here. We'll unclip from this now. And oh boy, let me clean this up, get the sugar out, and we'll be good to show. Okay, all cleaned up, but just a little sticky for some reason. Maybe it's the Mountain Dew seeping its way into Thrash's shorts. We'll get his head back on though. And I feel like there's a little bit of extra pressure in there from the CO2. Every once in a while I hear some strange squeezes and poppings and squishes. But there we go, the Mountain Dew filled Thrash. I didn't get a full filling this time, even by going a little bit more over the line. Maybe that was the carbo, but there is my first ever soda goo-filled filling. Look at that go. Yuck. That's got to do a wonder for those shark teeth inside. Soda and teeth are like a dentist's dream. And the more I do this, possibly he could explode. Okay, he's starting to fill up. Oh my gosh, he's starting to expand a little bit. Oh, that is actually pretty neat. I felt the body expand by, shaking him up a little bit, just like you would a soda. I felt like his body was starting to expand. So I totally suggest doing some Mountain Dew, maybe some Diet Coke and Mentos. That might be episode 2. But yeah, he's actually puffing up quite a bit. The air is puffing him up. They got to get on this for the second series. Put some soda inside. I totally recommend that. Over, of course, the finest tapestries. Here, Thrash, how about some more Mountain Dew? Wow, he really likes it. He really likes it. Whoa, Thrash is getting hyper. Oh, the perfect mixture. Mountain Dew, teeth, and chum. Yum. Let's give Thrash some high-intensity sports, and we'll check out Blazagon. And so it's the Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Hero Creator Make Your Own Blazagon. Blazagon certainly stands out better on my blue background. Thrash kind of molded right in, but I wanted to see again. Thrash has that clearer body style. You can kind of see into him better. Hopefully that will be the same with Blazagon. There's also a rock jaw available, a rock jaw out there. I saw over at Walmart. I figured 2 was enough. I did not need to go into 3. But if you want a green rock jaw Hero Creator Lab, you've got one out there. Well, let's get Blazagon out. Blazagon right now reminds me of my original Blazagon because a lot of his goo filling has evaporated out. And he also has that air filling that we just saw with Thrash. But yeah, very similar to my old Blazagon now as he had emptied himself. Whoop. As for the fillings, we have kind of the same thing going on. Some shaped-like items are in bag number 1, just bones. I kind of like Thrash with all the different sea creature parts, so just bones. With Blazagon, they feel kind of rubbery. Then we've got something crunchy for bag 2, so little balls of fire in there. They could have definitely added more in bag 2. I don't think there was enough teeth to really make them crunchy. They just kind of settled to the bottom. So that's something maybe you could find your own additional crunchy substance to place inside. And then finally the filler, the goo fire, the metallic-y red and orange fire material that goes inside in that 3rd stage. So unscrew this part so we can get the items inside. Got some bones. Just like the underwater sea creatures, yeah, really rubbery material. I guess you want something soft so that it doesn't break the skin. Like if we put nails in there, would be the shortest lived Goo Jit Zu. Then for the lava balls. Whoa, there goes a lava ball. Oh, I don't have many, I gotta be careful. They only gave us 6 lava balls and I've already dropped 2 out of 6. Good, good, good. Now get the seal back on. Really spend time on that, making sure it's straight. And now for the 3rd stage of goo. Shake up a little bit if you wish. I think I have a pull tab. Yeah, there's a pull tab. It's a little bit messy though. I like scissors. Oh boy, what a mess. And fill to the line with some extra water. I added a ton extra this time because I'm always not hitting the line. Although I just realized this is lifted up. Uh-oh. This might get really messy. Make sure you do this first. This is the part I failed on last time. Make sure you get that inserted first. Nice and tight. And then, oh boy. Wish me luck, everybody. If I can kind of do this at the same time. Oh, it's gonna overflow. Oh, we got it. There we go. Okay. We're beginning the process of flooding our Blazagon. And kind of like I thought, it's harder to see with this one. Thrash had the perfect body. I think they should have made all the body types an extra lighter color so that we could see them being filled better. Oh, okay. Too much. I overfilled him. The tapestries. Landry, what are you doing down there? Taking a nap on me? All right, let's clean this up as best as I can. Perfect fill. Make sure that cap is on straight. And I think we've got him ready to go. Get the head back on. Blazagon head. That was the best head sound attachment ever. And we've hero created Blazagon with just a little bit of extra spillage. No worries. That also turned out pretty well. Overall, the bones have all floated up to the top. And so has all the swirly chemical. I may have overloaded the chemical so it's a little more clear than normal. And now the bones are floating to the legs when I flipped them over. Those bones are very floaty. And there we go. There is our goo filling. Very nice. Not enough crunch though. You can kind of see the fireball roll around every once in a while. They're not going to lock into each other and make that crunch sound. You'll have to put some Captain Crunch in here or something really cool. Getting some cool effects though. I like the balance. I like the balance of bone and fireball. Very good. And of course, you always have to mention they stretch 3 times their size, right? Of course. How about the leg? Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of drippage here. Getting a little drippage. Let's clean up. Okay, all cleaned up, but really there was not much to clean up. The most accidents I had were probably the Mountain Dew inside Thrash, which caused a little extra pressure, and I did the plunger before I put the needle in, spraying the back wall. But for the most part, these have turned out to be remarkably clean. Way more clean than, say, some of the Treasure X experiments we've gone through. So pretty good on that for Moose, and the Hero Factory working like so. I love placing Mountain Dew in here. This has been a fun, exciting compound. Every time I shake him a little bit, I feel like his skin expands a little bit, the pressure inside of the CO2. So that's something to test out. What should we test out with Blazagon to finish up? Head release could have been a little more smoother on that though. And ooh, I probably have a bad seal there, so let's fill this out. Let me clean this up and we'll put something inside. I didn't save the red juice for Blazagon. I don't see any need for it. You're just gonna use your own compounds, right? Well, what do I have for Blazagon? Something orange, something red. How about some Sunny D? What? So we'll pour over into the back chamber here. How about there? This might be my best filling yet. We hope, we hope. Try to remember to do this first. I found much better success here. Oh no! Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh, no! No! Everything had been going so clean. Oh, the humanity. Oh gosh. Give me 5 minutes. Wow, did I just dodge a major bullet on that one? Most of everything spilled over off to the side, just a little bit splashed down on my knee and leg, but very little onto the carpet. Yes, Dan, clean your studio. Wow. I actually just flashed back to a cruise I took years ago, where on the last day we were having breakfast, and the waiter slipped and knocked a whole glass of freezing cold orange juice all over my lap. And guess what? That was the day where we already gave our luggage back to be delivered off boat, so I had no shorts to change into. It was the coldest and messy experience, and I just flashed back to that. That's why we do this on famous tapestries, of course. Well, luckily, I have just enough Sunny Delight left to continue the experiment. And things will probably be forever sticky on the table. There we go. Easy. No fumble. No fumble, please. Let's get some liquid in. And he's filling up. A little more. A little more. This is actually the perfect color for Blazagon. So if you run out of Blazagon color... Oh, there he goes, leaking again. I'm just having the toughest time getting the perfect balance. I either go way low on the torso or just overflow. But I think we're good here. And you can always pull back a little bit if you feel like, okay, it went too far. Of course, that was getting me some feedback pressure, which was a little worrisome. But for the most part, I've had very little leakage. It's been more up to my faults than the product. Well, there we go. Minus a little bit of spillage on the table. Nothing compared to what we just encountered. Oh, great sound effect. So I can't stress how perfect Sunny Delight is for Blazagon. It's like his color. There we go. I still have the fireball and the bones inside. This was a perfect fill up. A perfect fill up. I think it's almost better. It's almost better than the swirling metallic stuff. Like, Sunny D has some interesting colors. I'll tell you that. Who knows what they use in their chemicals, right? Their chemicals are probably more potent than the Treasure X chemicals. And there you go, Blazagon mixed up and around Sunny Delight. He's not expanding though, like Thrash did. The CO2 Thrash, like I could just feel him. He's so puffy. The extra CO2, whoop, the extra CO2 of Dew is really the best part of this one. And I could totally put a little more in him. He's only about halfway full right now, which actually is a pretty cool effect. So there you go, nothing but fun success with the Hero Factory for Goo Jit Zu. This was definitely a great add-on experience. for this collection, for this long-running series. Surprised it took him several years to finally come up with this idea, because it worked out pretty well perfectly today. I love just playing around with Thrash. Oh, he's expanding again. He's expanding again. Oh gosh, I probably should not leave him in the sunlight. Things could happen.
Oh no!
And that's the heroes of Goo Jit Zu. Hero Creator Experiment Factory Lab with Blazagon and Thrash. What do you think? If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrel, squammet your favorite hero creator. Don't forget there's a rock jaw also out there. We also have SquirrelStampede merch out there, t-shirts, water bottles, plush, landry. Thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that. Oh no! Now with fear, he's clear.
I fall.
You can pull it back by itself.
Oh no!
Maybe not do that. Whoa!